Up on 502, breaking news in Spartanburg County, a pedestrian is dead after being hit by a car. South Carolina Highway Patrol says the incident happened just before 10 last night on Haney Street near Arcadia Station Road. It's approximately a half-mile north of Spartanburg. We're told that the pedestrian was in the roadway at the time when they were struck by a car and died at the scene. We are working to learn more details. Once we have those, we will keep you updated both on air and at WSPA.com.
The Lawrence County Sheriff's Office says a man was attacked by dogs. Deputies say this happened on Old Oak Tree Road in Waterloo just after 5 o'clock last night. Details are pretty limited. They say it's unclear what condition that man is in or how many dogs exactly were involved.
Meanwhile, some more breaking news out of Columbia. Former South Carolina lawmaker R.J. May appeared in a federal court today asking the judge to throw out some evidence and move his trial out of Columbia.
That judge deferred all of May's motions until Wednesday. May was federally indicted on 10 counts of child sexual abuse material after investigators said they connected him to an account sharing that material through a mobile app called Kick. In court on Wednesday, May asked the judge to suppress the search warrant used on his alleged home and cell phone last August.
May also is to object several pieces of evidence the government plans to introduce at trial, arguing they're prejudicial. Prosecutors say many of the pieces of evidence are essential to confirm May's identity, who they say used multiple aliases to prove they had exclusive access to devices and accounts linked to the illegal content.
I just want to thank the folks standing behind me for Maine Justice and the U.S. Attorney's Office in South Carolina for all the hard work they're putting into these motions today and this case in general. We'll wait on the court's ruling next week, and I think there's going to be some more arguments and motions next week.
Now, the judge says she will listen to the arguments regarding the change of venue motion and will make decisions on the other cases Wednesday. May's trial is set to begin on October 9th in Columbia. Okay, thank you. Developing now, a judge is weighing in whether South Carolina Governor Haney McMaster can legally intervene in a lawsuit over voter data. A South Carolina voter is suing the state election commission to block the release of data to the U.S. Department of Justice. 70 State House reporter Caroline Yaffa was in court today and has the latest.
Here at the Richland County Judicial Center, attorneys for Governor McMaster and the plaintiff, Dr. Ann Crook, argued over whether the governor has a right to intervene in this case. The fight started with a demand from the U.S. Department of Justice to the State Election Commission. The DOJ wants all 3.3 million registered voters in South Carolina's information, including full driver's license numbers and the last 4 digits of their social security numbers. In late August, a South Carolina voter sued the State Election Commission to block the transfer, arguing it would violate state law. A circuit court judge responded and did not let the commission send the data until a hearing, but that's when the governor stepped in. The state Supreme Court argued to grant him intervention by reversing the lower court's order and lifting the temporary ban.
The governor seeks to, in essence, Bigfoot the election commission because he can't control them, he can't replace the board. If he disagrees with them, they are appointed for a set term of 4 years. Letting the governor in is going to violate the integrity and independence of the election commission.
This is not about Bigfooting the election commission. This is about defending state law. The governor is not trying to inject himself into the commission's negotiations with DOJ. The governor's had no involvement with that.
The Richland County judge says he will have a decision on whether the governor can intervene tomorrow. In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
McMaster's lawyers say this would be the first time the governor would not be allowed to intervene in a case in South Carolina. The judge will hear arguments in the case Friday in Columbia at 2 p.m.
Today, the city of Spartanburg unveiled a new way to get around town. It's new public transit, but it's a little different.
This will definitely be helpful. 70's Scarlett Lischak explains how it doesn't need passengers to be at certain places and is affordable.
For just $2, you can take a ride in the city of Spartanburg with their new microtransit program, SpartaGo.
Whether you need a ride to work, run errands, or get to school, the launch of SpartaGo, an on-demand microtransit program, is making that easier.
SpartaGo, which is a on-demand service, so that's curb to curb. So, but blended with public transit. So it could pick me up and a few other people as we move towards our destination, and an algorithm gets us there in an efficient manner.
The City of Spartanburg partnered with Via Transportation on the one-year pilot program. We're told the service operates like popular rideshare apps, allowing users to request a ride through their phone.
Just like folks who are pretty used to using Uber and Lyft to request a ride, imagine having that but for public transit. So we have smaller vehicles that can take people all over. They're not limited by the large buses, and they request a ride on the app SpartaGo.
City officials say this program enables the public transportation system to serve more people.
This allowed us to reach populations that we couldn't before. For folks who couldn't get to a bus stop before, whether that be for mobility issues or otherwise, we wanted to make sure that we provided them options to be able to get where they needed to go.
The city says they are starting with 3 vehicles, 2 on the road and 1 backup, to cover about 1/3 of the city. We're told that the program is successful, it will grow.
The service zone itself is meant to be flexible. We are in a pilot phase, so we expect it to maybe expand. We don't expect it to contract, but we may see some expansions over the course of this one-year pilot.
As the program expands and we collect data, we can expand that program and the number of vehicles related to it.
The city says the first 4 rides are free to encourage trial and feedback during the pilot phase. In Spartanburg, Scarlett Lizjak, 7 News.
And SpartaGo runs Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 6. To get started, download the SpartaGo app. We'll have a link on our website, WSPA.com. So we're sticking with us here on 7 News. We're getting our first look at the future home of the Greenville Triumph and the Greenville Liberty. A brand new stadium is coming to the upstate.
Our Julia Keener shows you how construction is taking shape and the impact this will have on the city of Mauldin.
Right now, it's just a dirt lot, but soon this space will be transformed into a 6,000-seat stadium, the new permanent home for the Greenville Triumph and Greenville Liberty. The first stadium renderings show a European-inspired design with grand columns, Italian-style towers, and big archways at the entrance.
Something that piques people's interest and feels like they've entered a different world.
It's going to be a beautiful feel.
Mayor Terry Merritt says the stadium will be a game changer, not just for soccer, but the entire community.
As we saw our upstate growing, we knew Mauldin was just a crossroad community, and we needed to do something to get our young people coming back to Mauldin, and that involved getting things for them to see, do, dine, live.
We're told it will host concerts, festivals, and community events.
It has multi-purpose, and that's what the key word was to fit our community, was a multi-purpose entertainment venue.
With events year-round,
it's a win-win for every age group I can think of.
Investors and Merritt agree it will bring in visitors, give a boost to local business, and continue to push Mauldin's growth forward.
The local businesses is probably what's most exciting for us. It creates a really great opportunity, not just for the tenants and everyone who's out here at Bridgeway already, but everyone around here, creation of new jobs, and just a really vibrant place to come live.
If you go up and down the street, you see these are not chain businesses. These are sole proprietors, individuals that have put their lifeblood in building something they wanted to offer. And it's fantastic to see small business people enjoy the fruits of the city of Mauldin.
They say the project is being funded using state, local, and private funds. The new stadium doesn't have a name just yet, but it's expected to host its first matches in 2026. In Mauldin, Julia Keener, 7 News.
Plans are also in the works for parking, shuttles, traffic flow, and pedestrian safety.
Meanwhile,